Well, what's going on here then? No, actually I'm still waiting of a couple of bits arriving, just some of the cable that I've ordered. So I'm just taking the opportunity to do just some of the small bits. You know, there's a bit of soldering to do here and there, so I'm just getting all of that done. I'm going to bring the clocks in a little while, and I'm going to go through them as well. I need some new bulb holders, which I'm not going to order until I know exactly what I need, but yeah, so right now I'm just doing some of the switches. That's this one here I've just finished. That's for the rear fog lights. I've got the one here somewhere for the front fog lights, it's in my pocket. I'll get him sorted out now. That there, this tangled mess, is actually some of the cabling to power the front fog lights. This is just all I'm using is, I've got a big roll of twisted pair. This is predominantly used for CAN bus, but all I'm doing with this is just activating a relay. So yeah, I've got a load of it kicking about. I don't even remember why I bought it now. It was some reason, some project I had a long time ago, but I've got it. So, but it works great for just going to a low amp switch. Like I say, originally these switches would have powered the rear fog lights directly, but I don't want to do that. I can power a relay with them, and there's plenty in that fuse box that I've got. So yeah, and that's what I'm up to this morning. Oh yes. Yeah, I just came out to get something out of the van, and the mailman was coming down the driveway and he had this for me. So yeah, very quick delivery. Very happy with this. Just looking at the quality, just looks decent quality. But yeah, I will stick a link in the description somewhere, because this is very quick delivery, good prices. And yeah, so if you're looking for some cable, I don't remember the name of the company that I used, but I actually switched them up because the one I was dealing with, the prices have gone a little bit ridiculous. You've got to buy a minimum of 5 meters, and some of this I just didn't need 5 meters of. And so yeah, one I did make a mistake with though was the brown. I noticed this morning, I was just double checking on the order, and I only ordered 2 meters of the brown, and I actually need more than that. So that's okay. That's okay. This'll do for now. This will get me rolling along. Anyway, let me just put this away, and I'll go and finish what I'm doing, and then we'll come back and yeah, we'll start putting some harness in. But okay, there's the front fog light harness made. This makes this fabric tape, I think it just makes the harnesses really nice. I know you can get different ones and everything, but I like this one. Again, I'll stick a link in the description if I remember to. But yeah, so that's the front fog lights made up until where it enters the cabin. Obviously I've left this here because again, like I said earlier, I am making everything a little bit longer than what it actually needs to be, so I can string it in and then get everything all put into place, taped, and then we'll do a final taping with the fabric tape. And I just want to keep it tidy. If you go back, I'll see if I can dig out some video of what it looked like originally when I first took the dash and everything out, and it was just hideous. It was a mess, and I don't want that. I don't want to put that back in. I don't want it to go back in like that. So, and yeah, this is going to be just the tickety boo, as they say. Again, with the switches here for the front and rear fog lights, I'm not wrapping that harness yet because again, I want those switches put into place. And but yeah, this bit's done for now. So I'm going to take this out, put it in the van, and then it's out there. I know where it's at, because I'm going through one of those phases of putting things down and I lose them. So I'm going to take these out, put them in the van, and then I think I'll bring the dashboard clocks in. There is some wiring to do on the back of them, and I want to figure that out before I move ahead. So I think I'll bring them in next, and then we'll get those sorted out. Obviously, I've got the cable and everything here now, but it is midway through the day. It's getting on for, well, it's just turned 2 there. I've just seen my cell phone. So it'll be dark in a couple of hours. So I'm not going to start the headlight harness today. Plus, I still need the little plugs for the end. The other thing, I've come up with a solution for figuring out the windshield wipers. Basically, I've got the new plug to go on. I'm just going to stick some cables in, run them down to a battery, and then I'm 99% sure which one is ground, so I can figure the rest out from there. And I've had a couple of posts on some of the VW groups, and I've had absolutely no response whatsoever, which is I always find kind of weird. I'm in truck groups and obviously in a couple of mini groups, and you post something on there and you get responses all the times, but I don't know. I just don't seem to be able to get any responses on the VW groups, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Like I say, I've got an idea on how I can figure this out, so let's get this put outside. We'll get this bit tidied up, and then we'll go grab the gauges, bring them in, and we'll get them figured out. Okay, so we are basically just about all wired. Again, I'm going with a Dodge connector. Just makes it easier, but we have a few connections still to make. Fuel gauge, that is there. That one still needs to be made. This will go to the fuse box. Although I've still left a long pigtail on there because I need to cut that down. Now, we do need a bulb holder for the, where are we at? For the generator, for the battery, the red light. I've got one there for the, what is that again? That is the, that's the fog light. So we do have a bulb holder that will work for the fog light. Then I need 2 separate ones for the indicators. Now, because of the way this is wired up, it may seem odd, but see this little plastic thing around there? That is actually an insulator, and this metal panel inside of there is positive. This outside is negative ground. So yeah, quite an interesting way of doing it. I'm not sure why, but whatever. Anyway, because of the way that's wired up, my wiring isn't going to work with this. So what I need to do is I need to find 2 small bulb holders with both positive and negative on the bulb holder itself. So I'll put a couple of green LEDs into these. And I won't, well, and again, maybe I won't. I need to see, what I need to do is get this powered up and just see what it looks like. But it's getting dark, so I won't be doing that tonight. But these are the dashboard lights. Again, I've got LEDs in now. As I said, I might need to see this powered up because some of these LEDs, they're actually pretty good if you're looking at them straight on. But if they've got to illuminate anything like that, you don't get much light out of them. So I need to re-examine that. What I might do is actually go in with, I have got some more somewhere. This is actually orange, but I do have some green ones like that, and this specifically for, I mean, that one's too big, obviously, but this specifically for going into there. So that is a possibility. Just looking to see if they're in here. No, they're not. I'm not sure. They're kicking about somewhere. It's I do have them around somewhere, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So that is basically all I can do on this for the time being. Now, oh yes, and did I mention for the turn signals? Now, the way this works on here is, where are we? What have I just done with it? This is the original bulb holder for the turn signals. Now, this here is actually negative ground, and they take positive through there. So I didn't realize this. I was trying to figure this out on the wiring diagram, but what it does is, or what it appears to do is, oh yes, and I've broke the glass again, is to actually flash both left and right at the same time. So it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm already in here rewiring it, so I'll just wire it so left is left, right is right. I'll even do it the other way around for a laugh. No, I won't. Yeah, so we need one for the battery, for the oil. I'll use one of the other from the turn signals from the indicators. The G there's for the generator, alternator. Then we've got high beam and fog light. I've got these two already in there, so. But yeah, it's coming along. Okay, so I'm back working on the dash at the moment because I'm at the point where I need the harness for this actually produced. So what I'm doing is I'm on testing all the little illuminations. So, oh, there we go. So that's the first one. So I'm just going to basically work my way through all the clocks, make sure they're all working. That's just a little 12-volt power supply that I use for testing things. It's great if you're doing dashboards of anything. So moving on. So I am having a lot of problems with the original bulb holders. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and just replace them all. Yeah, I mean I'm getting them working and then going on to another one, and then that one's not working, and then going on to another one, that one's working, then it's not working, and it's like, yeah, I think I just need to replace all the bulb holders in this, but I can still do the wiring. I can still finish off the wiring for it, but yeah, I think I need to replace every single bulb holder in here, and just call it a day messing about with them. I've got one. I'm not sure what I bought that for. I think it was for something on the transit. But wait a minute. I bought some of these for the transit, didn't I? Let me go take a look, see if I've still got them. I may still have them. Yes, say no more. I have been working on the clocks a little bit more. I have ordered the bulb holders and everything that I need, but I really want to get some of this harness in here put together. So what I'm going to do is the cabling that I got to do the headlights, I'm basically going to take measurements for that, get that actually sorted out, and then I can go into the conservatory and I can sit and put this part of the harness together, and then we'll take it from there. Oh, yeah, say no more. I left it out here while I was doing the harness underneath. God damn it. Oh, and there's my cushion down there, floating in the water. Okay, so what I have done is I've done one side. Basically, so what we will have is fuse box. It'll go to the first headlamp and then cross the van to the second. Now, what I've done is this is where this will go to the first, like the left-hand headlight. Then, obviously, a little pigtail there for ground. Then we've got one length. Now this is way too long, but this will then go to the relay. I'm not cutting this yet until I am absolutely certain of the lengths. This will be fitted in the van when I do that. Then it's basically mirrored on this side, but I have not taped this side up because there will be some trimming to do over here. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to put each run in, I'm going to make it just a little bit longer, and then I will come back. I'll then start taping all the runs together, and then I'll cut them down to size. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, that's the headlamp harness. Not complete, but it's where it needs to be. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to just put it in the van temporarily, and then I know where it's at. And then the one I really need to do is for the headlamps. For for the windshield wipers, and it's just too wet to do it. So where we at? This is where the original fuse box was mounted, and this is, I'm going to mount the new one there as well. So this will come up to the fuse box, and then obviously this goes to the headlamp on the other side. But I want all of the other wiring in. Like I say, I want everything in before I then start taping it all together and cutting down ends. But yeah, now we've just got the ground pigtail. Obviously that screw's got to come out, but it'll just go to there. And yeah, I am actually routing it over the top at the moment, but I might take it down this way instead. Again, I mean, when I took this out, I mean, this was literally just a rat's nest of wiring. So I don't know where it originally ran. Actually, you know what? I think it would be better just taking it along there than just back up. Obviously, steering column there. It will connect up to this here. Yeah. You know, if all I need was just an afternoon without rain. Oh, and these are the fog light switches, by the way. Again, they will go over on the dashboard. Probably just bring it down here. The relays are down here, so they will be switching the relays on and off there. And then there's another wiring harness around here somewhere. Which, oh, this is it here. This harness here, that will be for the front fog lights. Where's it at? Where is it at? Is that it there? I have it in the back there. Oh, and that there, that's the run that will go down the van to the rear fog lights. So for American viewers, basically what that is in Europe, a lot of vehicles have a high intensity rear light on the back, and it's basically it's the same idea as your front lights. It's just to improve visibility. Now originally on this, I think it had just a couple bolted to the bumper underneath, but what I'm going to do is that there is I think it's a turn signal, there's a red reflector, then the red stop and brake, then the backup reverse light. So where this red reflector is, I'm going to put an additional bulb holder in there and make that the fog lamp, so it just keeps this back end clean and tidy. It's anyway, that's it for the moment. I'm going to go and have a look at the wiring diagram and figure out what I can get into next. Okay, so yeah, obviously I've got my cable arrived, so I'm on just finishing off these the steering column levers. Yeah, as you can see, I've got a light on because it is absolutely torrential rain and it is just so dark in here I can't see what I'm doing. But that's the first one done. I'm going to do the I think it's the turn signal one next. I don't remember which one's which, but yeah, I'll get that done, and then I'm just going to tape like a small section of them. Like I pointed out the other day, I'm not taping it all until it's all kind of installed and where it needs to go. But yeah, I'll put just a band around here just to keep them together. Again, I'm leaving a lot of cable on the end of them because, as I say, I don't know the exact lengths that I need yet. So it's easier to get them mounted into the van and then start to get everything sorted out from there. I was hoping to get the fuse box in today, but obviously I don't know if you can hear the rain hitting the roof there, but that ain't gonna happen. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay, now we have it. Looking good. So I'll put this one to the side and I'll do the other one, whatever it is. Well, damn, it always looks nice and light on this camera, but I thought I had it done, but I've just realised I've made a foobar there. That should be black with a green trace. I've actually picked up the green. So I think it's time to pack up. It's just too dark. Even with the light, I'm struggling. So, and I don't know what I've done with my green wire with a black trace. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let's just pack up for today and we'll get back to this tomorrow. So I'm back out here today again. I do have an early start this morning, so that is good. But what I want to do is I need to make a panel to mount this to. Where we're pointing, there we go. Yeah, I need to make a panel to mount this fuse box to, and a nice piece of aluminum here. So it was carpeted. Don't even remember what I had this, what I was using this for. It was some idea I had in the Transit, and it didn't work out. So, but anyway, I digress. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this. It's reasonably thick piece of aluminum, so, and it should support it nicely. I do have the old fuse box here. My original thought had been to just trim this out of here and mount the fuse box to there, but I don't know. I think, and again though, that's not a bad idea either, because it would just basically mount onto there. Maybe I need to give this a bit more thought. I would like to get it further back, but yeah, there is a limit to how far it'll go back, isn't there? Yes. Let's go and have a look inside the van and make a few decisions on this, because there is a limit to how far you can push this back, because the wind's getting up a bit today, but yeah, so it would kind of be like up there. That would be okay though, wouldn't it? Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad spot. Out there. I think we'll go with the aluminum plate. That's going to be the easiest, instead of messing about trying to cut it with the old fuse box. Yeah. But I know I mentioned to somebody the other day what I was doing, and they were like, "Oh, why don't you just use the old one? Just use the old one." But honestly, I have reached a point. I am just so tired of dealing with these fuses in classic vehicles. I mean, they did the job back in the day, but it's a 21st century. And the other issue I had, which I think I mentioned it earlier on, I did do some wiring on a friend's classic Escort. Well, but it was earlier this year. Actually, it was last year, and now it's 26 now, isn't it? Damn. Anyway, but I didn't make a video of it. They didn't want it on I didn't make a video of it because they didn't want it on YouTube. Anyway, the problem they were having was just these old fuses, and like me, they were just tired of them. So put a fuse block in like this, and yeah, it's never had an issue since. So obviously when I was coming to do this, especially having to build my own harness for inside the behind the dash and everything, I thought, you know what, let's just get rid of this. So obviously nice new fuse block there, nice new relays. You know, what's that saying, Bob's your uncle? Anyway, I don't have an Uncle Bob. Never had an Uncle Bob, but never mind. Let's get on with it. Well, there we go. New fuse box loaded, mounted. So I will cover that metal plate just to make it a bit more, decorative. But yeah, that's okay. I'm happy with that. So I may as well just leave that there for the moment, and yeah, we'll continue figuring out the rest of the wiring. Okay, obviously it's starting to rain, but I do have that switch yesterday that I inadvertently put the green wire onto instead of crimping a black with a green trace. I might just leave the fuse box in there for now. It's it mounts up there nicely. So there is a cover to go over that as well. So I won't be doing anything more with that. But anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these other cables in roughly, just for the time being, because like I say, it's starting to rain, and I was hoping to get all the switches and everything put back in, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get that done. And that's probably going to be it outside. Maybe the switches for the fog lights, I might get those mounted in the dash, but I'm not sure yet. Let's just see what I can get done. Okay, so rear fog light there, front fog lights over there. Now, what was I going to say? I've forgotten. I don't actually know the true layout of these switches in here. A couple of them were removed, and so yeah, and they were just kind of just stuck in loosely. So I think the headlights were here, and the four-way emergency flashes were over there, which seems to make sense. This one here, I do not know what that one there was for. It did have an ordinary switch just stuck into it, and the hole itself feels like it's actually been punched out rather than drilled. So I'm not entirely sure, but rear fog lights, they have there's a little light on the dash that illuminates for the rear fog lights. What I might do is for the front fog lights, I might put a little indicator there. I'm not sure yet. I might just put a little blanking thing in. I don't really know at the moment. And I can't think of anything else that this needs a switch for. Now, obviously I do not have the steering column hooked up yet. What I'm going to do is I want to give that a little coat of paint once it's all done. Obviously that one goes about there. And I want to paint these screw heads. And the one that controls which one's which now? This one is, yeah, this one's for the wipers, and the one that controls like the indicator turn signals and the no, wait a minute, wait a minute, this is, I'm getting myself confused here. I'm getting myself a little bit confused. Yeah, this one's the wipers. Yeah, this one's for the wipers, and the other one is for. No, it's not. It's not. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well, first of all, what are they there? Oh! Aye. Wait. This has got an electric pump in it though. There. But these, I wonder if these are out of an older vehicle and they've just bought them, because that's the connections for screen pump. But when I pull the lever, okay, anybody in the know? Does this pump come up to this lever and then up to the squirty, like the screen wash jets? I had seen this on a diagram of an older one, but damn, I'm confused. This has got me confused. This is one of the problems with buying somebody else's project. When you haven't dismantled it yourself, it's very, very, it can be difficult sometimes. And like I said, this 74 seems to be a bit of a transition point, because there is some stuff on here that seems to be for like 73 and earlier, and there's some stuff on here that seems to be 75 and later. And this seems to be, you know, like a transition point. I know they did that with the I remember that old Vauxhall Astra that I used to drive around in. It was the same. It was on a transition point, and it had later transmission, an earlier engine, and it got confusing at times. But and I think I'm having the same issues here. Damn. This is, yeah. Let me go. I'm gonna go grab that other lever because I thought that one was for the windshield wipers. I got two friggin' windshield wiper levers in here. Let me go grab it. I need to go look at this. And I think I'm getting a low battery warning as well. I thought this was the... Nah, this is turn signals, isn't it? Because there's the little thing that goes on the steering column to cancel it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see that one there? I thought that brown with the white trace and the brown, I thought that controlled the screen wash. Oh, before I do anything more with these, I need to go in and go over the wiring diagrams and see what I've got, because I am very confused at this point. I am very confused. I thought this was windshield wipers because those colours there match the windshield wipers. Yeah. Okay, let me just put this camera down, pack everything away because it is starting to rain and I need to go and completely re-examine this because I am very confused by this. Okay, I'm having a brain fart here. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I don't know why. I've started dismantling that, by the way, as well. So. Yeah, I had this right to begin with, then I've had a brain fart and got things mixed up. Right, so this is the windshield wiper one, and it is correct. So, yeah, that one is correct. Now, obviously, that one there is black with a blue trace. This is the one where I could not get the black with a grey trace. So that one is right. I need to now fix this one because I've started dismantling it and I've messed it up. Deep breath. It has been a very, very long week, and I am still recovering. I'm still not completely over the COVID yet. I'm still having a few health issues. So, right. So I know that one is correct. This one, I need to put it back together again because, yeah, this is the one I think I got did I put the green in here or something? Yeah, that's the one. It should have, yeah, let's just do this all over again. I think let's just start this one again and we'll get it all sorted out. But, yeah, so the electric pump, that additional hole that's in the dash, I wonder if that's where they've had just a push button in there for the electric washer pump. Yeah, that makes sense now, doesn't it? That makes a lot of sense. So, that I can deal with. We'll sort that out later. But right now, let's just get this figured out and we'll get this sorted. And, yeah. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm complicating things. I was going to say, if I got another one of these, the turn signal one, I could do that with a windshield wipers. But no. That's complicating things. Let's just stick with what we know, or we think we know. Okay, back on track. So, it's eased off a little bit outside, so I am going to go and mount these switches, and then that's another thing done. what I'm trying to do is, I think I've already said this, but that might be in the previous video because I don't know at this point how much footage I've got. So this could be video 2, it could be video 1, I'm not sure. But I am building the harnesses first and I'm making them a little bit longer. And then once I've got everything complete, I can start terminating all the runs and basically taping everything together. So I'm just getting each system built and just put in approximately where it's going to go, and then we'll kind of figure it all out once it's all in. It's the easiest way to do it. I mean, I could sit there with a piece of paper and a tape measure and just measure everything and write it all down and go and, you know, build a harness out on a table or something. But I'm in the conservatory. This has got to be cleared away every night. I don't have the option to do that. Another way that I've done it in the past is I have actually chalked out a harness or the routes for a harness on the garage floor, and that works very, very well. But again, I don't really have that option, and I don't want to do it. You know, it's it's great if you're doing an entire vehicle and you've got the space and you can leave everything laid out. But when you're doing bits like this, I don't know, I find this is an easier way, I find anyway. Let's just go and get this put in and I can shut up for the day. Okay, we now have them in, but ran into another issue and it's my own fault. It's been a long time since I actually dismantled this and I should have actually checked it, but those cables, go on, focus, runs through this metal sleeve, and obviously when I put the ends on them they would not fit, so I've had to cut them off again. So you know, this is just, you know, part of the classic vehicle life. You just forget stuff, you know, especially, I mean, it's what, a couple of years since I took these switches off, so why will you? Oh, it's focusing on the steering wheel, that's what it's doing. But anyway, I'm just going to give this a quick lick of paint, let it dry, and then I'll come back and I'll put a couple of ends on. I was doing it in the house because it's warmer, but I can do it out here. And then I'll get it bolted up to there and then we'll move on. Yeah, we're getting there. We're moving forward, that's the main thing. Well, I'm rather happy with how this has come along. I was doing a little bit of editing last night and I realised there's a lot of footage, so I am going to bring this section of the video to a close. But yeah, we'll be getting into the rest of it very shortly. For me, it'll be tomorrow. For you, it'll be next week. So there we have it. Again, I always like to thank everybody that follows along. It does help things out a great deal. So hit that like, subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, come back and see me next week. Have a good one.